And away we go. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Little musical intro there for you. Alright, we're looking good. Ready to go. Quick drink of water. Never underestimate the value of water. Kia ora, my friends. How do you do? I, Benny Ward, am here in the garden for another cold open. This is MML 162. And I say cold open, even though it's not all that cold today. In fact, it's perfect cardigan weather. I'll have a fun fact about cardigans for you shortly. Stay tuned for that one. As always, we'll do live gardening. Today we're planting spinach, more accurately, perpetual spinach. I learned something about perpetual spinach just yesterday. I'll tell you what that is very soon. We will play What's in the Bag, we'll take a look back at the week that was, we'll take a look at the week ahead. All those things and many more are coming up right here, right now, on Monday Morning Live. Let's kick off today by playing What's in the Bag. Now this is where I feature something that I got from the Marlborough Farmers Market. And today, thanks to my good friend James, we have a birdhouse. How cool. Handcrafted by James. Now James is a special kind of a guy. He's the heart and soul of the Marlborough Farmers Market. And he has crafted this beautiful birdhouse. I'm going to put this somewhere here in the garden so that the birds can come and play in the garden. Speaking of things that play in the garden, the New York Knicks, congratulations on winning the NBA Finals. Now to say that there was one man responsible for that victory would be unfair, but it would also be accurate. Big thank you to WWE superstar Danhausen for uncursing the New York Knicks. Congratulations. In other sporting news, sadly the Crusaders have crashed out of the Super Rugby competition for this year. They suffered a humiliating defeat to the Chiefs. Now to say that that defeat was all down to one man would be unfair, but it would also be accurate, because that man is Rob Penny. Not only is he a terrible coach, he's a despicable human being. After the match, the Crusaders issued this statement to Rob Penny, and I quote, "Na na na na, na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye." That's right, it's been sacked, so we can move on. You see, Monday Morning Live is all about positivity. Shout out to Luke, thank you for watching. Stay tuned, you've picked a fantastic episode to tune into. We've done What's in the Bag with our birdhouse that I got from the Marlborough Farmers Market. Now, here on Monday Morning Live, we like to keep it positive. So we're moving on. We're moving on from the Crusaders' humiliating defeat, and we look forward to next season. Almost sound like a Warriors fan. We'll get them next year. Let's do some live gardening. Today, I'm going to plant some spinach. Now, I got this spinach from my good friend Catherine. Now, she has the She Shed shop. She sells seedlings at the She Shed shop. That's difficult to say. It's a tongue twister. But this is spinach. Now, more accurately, this is perpetual spinach, which I guess means that it's always spinach. It's never not spinach. A lot like this table that I filmed Monday Morning Live. It's always a table. Unlike some furniture, which is only sometimes furniture. That's why it's called occasional furniture. But today we're going to plant this perpetual spinach. We're going to plant it in one of these little pots. Now the idea with this perpetual spinach is that you can cut it and it grows back. So it keeps on coming. And the idea is that we're going to plant it into this little pot, and we're going to have it sitting in the kitchen so that we can trim the spinach off and eat it whenever we want. So we'll make a little hole in the pot there. Now this is filled with a high grade Yates potting mix. Now as we know, Yates do not sponsor Monday Morning Live yet. Make a little hole using the Benny's 6100 series seedling planter. Available in the gift shop, why not buy two? Just make a little hole. Now we're going to do the patented Benny salute with one finger each side of the seedling. Just give it a gentle squeeze. Patented Benny squeeze. Tip it upside down and out it comes. We plant it into that little hole. firm it down, and we give it some water. Because as you know, you can never underestimate the value of water, and we do it using the Benny's 6100 series spritzer. Available in the gift shop. Again, why not buy two? A bit of a spritz there, just to get that perpetual spinach started. Right, we've taken a look back at a fairly disappointing week of sporting results. The Warriors lost, the Crusaders lost. Oh, the New York Knicks won, so there's a silver lining. The Newcastle Knights, so they went from 4th position on the table to 7th position on the table, then to 5th position on the table, and they didn't even play a game. Weird. So when you have a bye, you get 2 points. This week there were 7 teams that got 2 points. So where's the logic of that? A little bit like this show. Great day yesterday at the Marlborough Farmers Market. Thank you to each and every one who joined me at the Marlborough Farmers Market. Big thank you to everyone who joins me on my YouTube channel, which is Monday Morning Live. Nice and simple, just like myself. You can find it by searching I, Benny Ward. You can also find me on Instagram, TikTok, and obviously Facebook. I'm not on X. Should I be on X? I don't know. Don't know. Maybe I will. Right, the week ahead. Big week at Golden Mile Produce, planting strawberries. We've spent the last few weeks water blasting gullies, cleaning the grow house, getting everything ready for planting. We're going to have upwards of 30,000 plants to go in to get ready for the next season's strawberries. Shout out to Daddy O, thanks for tuning in. Apologies were sent earlier from Renee, so I guess a quasi shout out to Renee. Thanks for not joining, but sending apologies for not joining. Let's drink some water. Never underestimate the value of water. I want to give you an update on the chives that we sowed right here on Monday Morning Live 2 weeks ago. We've had some germination. Zoom in, get in real close, bit closer, bit closer, bit closer. Oh, not that close, back a bit, perfect. You can see that we've had germination now with our chives. This is 2 weeks since we planted, so they're right on track. Okay, so let's take a look at the week ahead. Another great week on the farm. Looking forward to State of Origin. I stayed up late on Wednesday to watch the State of Origin. I was like, yeah, let's go. I figured there was 2 weeks between games. It turns out there's 3. I was getting ready for the match, and an ad came on, State of Origin, next Wednesday. I was like, what? Next Wednesday? So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully it's a good win for the Blues. Shout out to my man Dylan Lucas, who's making his debut for the New South Wales team on Wednesday night. Go well. Up the Knights. Anything else we want to get to? Oh, now, interesting fact about spinach. We planted some perpetual spinach. Now, everyone knows, most people will know spinach as associated with Popeye. You know, I'm strong to the finish because I eat my spinach. Now, the reason that it became associated with Popeye, now Popeye would eat his spinach and he would get strength. It was often associated with muscle growth and strength. Now, the reason for that is that in 1870, a German chemist named Erich von Wolff, he made a mistake. He was measuring the iron level of different plants, and he reported that spinach contained, get this, 35 milligrams of iron per 100 grams of spinach. The problem is, he put the decimal point in the wrong place. It actually is only 3.5 milligrams of iron per 100 grams of spinach. So there's nowhere near the iron the way he reported. But it wasn't found out until years later. And so the reason that spinach is associated with strength and muscle growth is because of the misplaced decimal point. Never underestimate the value of a well-placed decimal point. And never underestimate the value of water. So that was in 1870, when the mistake was made about the iron content. Something else that happened in 1870. The cardigan was invented by a gentleman known as Arthur Cardigan. Now, he was a French fashionista, a fashion designer, and he designed the cardigan. Apparently, it came to him in a dream. He woke up and he thought, what if there was a garment that you didn't need to take on and off to regulate your body temperature? What if you could just do up the buttons? Upon this discovery, Arthur Cardigan walked into the mountains and was never seen or heard from again. He knew that he had achieved garmentary perfection with the cardigan. The preceding information may or may not have been true. Right, I guess the last thing to do is to explain to you why it is that today I'm wearing green socks. The reason is they're comfortable. Thank you to Barker's for supplying these green socks. Barker's Menswear. As we know, Barker's do not sponsor Monday Morning Live. Yet. I want to thank Barker's. I want to thank my good friend James for providing this birdhouse. I want to thank Dan Housen for uncursing the New York Knicks. I want to thank the New South Wales selectors for selecting Dylan Lucas for this coming Wednesday's possible decider in the State of Origin series. I want to thank each and every one of you who joins me every Sunday morning at the Marlborough Farmers Market. Each and every one of you that joins me here on Monday Morning Live. You can see me anytime you want on my YouTube channel, which is Monday Morning Live. And I, Benny Ward, will see you next time in the garden. Because diamonds are forever. And so is Monday Morning Live.